Let me ask you something, and be honest. When do you water your tomatoes? In the evening, after it's cooled down and the sun's going down? Because that feels kind of like the nice thing to do for your plant. That's actually one of the fastest ways to end up with sick tomatoes. And most people have no idea they're doing it. That's mistake number one. And there are 5 more after it. And a couple might surprise you, but here's the good news. Fix these 6 things and you'll grow the best tomatoes you've ever grown without changing anything else. Let's go through them.
Mistake 1, the one I just mentioned, watering in the evening. And I understand why we do it. It's cooler, it's pleasant, the water won't just evaporate in the hot sun. It makes complete sense. And here's the problem. When you water in the evening, especially if any water lands on the leaves, that moisture sits on the plant all night. It doesn't dry off, and a tomato leaf that stays cool and wet all night long is the perfect home for fungus. That's how you get blight, leaf spot, and all those diseases that turn the leaves yellow and brown and spotted and climb right up the plant. Fungus wants cool, wet, and dark, and evening watering gives it all 3. The fix couldn't be simpler. Water in the morning, early as soon as you're up. The plants get a long drink, the sun comes up and dries any splash off the leaves fast. They've got water for the whole hot day. They go into the night dry. Mornings, always mornings. All right, mistake 2 goes hand in hand with the first one, watering the plant instead of the soil. A lot of us grab the hose or the can and shower the whole plant from above. Get the leaves wet, like giving it a little rain shower. It feels generous. But your tomato doesn't drink through its leaves. It drinks through its roots down in the soil. So all that water on top did nothing useful. It just invited the same fungus problem we just talked about. And it gets worse. When the water hits bare soil hard, it splashes back up, and those splatters carry soil onto your plant leaves. Soil that's full of diseases, spores, etc. That splash up is how a huge amount of blight starts. So water low, right at the base, onto the soil where the roots are. Keep the leaves as dry as you can. Better yet, get a soaker hose, the kind that weeps water out slowly along its whole length, and lay it along the ground around your plants. Or a drip line. Set it down once and forget it. Water goes straight to the roots and never touches the leaf. All right, mistake number 3. And I see this one constantly. Watering a little bit every single day, just a quick splash to say good morning to the tomatoes. Your heart's in the right place, but you're actually training the plant to be weak. Here's why. When you only ever water the top inch or 2 of the soil, the roots have no reason to grow down deep. All the water they need is right there at the surface. So the roots stay shallow, and a tomato with shallow roots is asking for trouble. The first hot, dry spell, the first day you forget, it wilts and panics because there's nothing deeper to fall back on. So do the opposite. Water deep and water less often. One really good long soak that gets the water 6 to 8 inches down. And if you want to know whether it got that deep, wait a bit after watering, then push a long screwdriver into the soil. It slides easily through wet soil and stops when it's dry. Most people are shocked it only went down an inch or 2. You want it much deeper. Then leave it alone for a few days and let those roots chase the water down.
I'll be honest, I used to do every one of these things. Watered in the evening because it felt right after the long day, splashed the whole plant, gave them a sip every morning, and I could not figure out why my tomatoes kept getting those spotted, curling leaves every single year. It wasn't bad luck, it was how I was watering. So once I changed these things, the disease mostly stopped.
Mistake 4, watering all over the place. A drought for a week because life got busy, then feeling guilty and drowning them. Tomatoes hate that more than almost anything. When a plant gets bone dry and then suddenly floods with water, the fruit swells too fast and the skin splits. Those cracks around the top of the tomato, maybe you've seen them. And that same up and down watering is a major cause of blossom end rot, the sunken black patch at the bottom of the fruit. People think that's a calcium shortage and go buy calcium. But usually the calcium's already there. The plant just can't move it steadily because the watering keeps swinging. Steady water, steady plant. So aim for a consistent deep soak on a schedule, not by mood. And mulch, which brings us to mistake 5. Mistake 5, bare soil around your tomatoes. If the ground around your plants is bare, the sun bakes it. The water evaporates almost as fast as you can put it down, and the soil swings from soaking to bone dry in a day. That's because every problem we just talked about. The fix is mulch. A few inches of straw, shredded leaves, grass clippings, anything laid down around the base. It holds moisture in so you water less often. It keeps the soil temperature steady. It stops the splash up that spreads disease, and as it breaks down, it feeds the soil. One simple layer of mulch fixes about 4 different watering problems all at once. So if you do one thing from this whole video, it might be this. And mistake 6, watering on autopilot. Same amount, same days, no matter what actually going on. But a cool, cloudy week and a blazing hot, dry week are completely different. And your tomatoes need completely different amounts. So check before you water. Push your finger down a couple inches into the soil near the base. If it's still moist down there, wait. If it's dry a couple inches down, it's time. That 10-second check will stop you both from drowning them in a cool spell or letting them go dry in a heat wave. Let the plant and the soil tell you when, not the calendar.
So there they are, 6 watering mistakes and the fixes. Morning, not evening. Water the soil, not the leaves. Deepen less often, not a little every day. Keep it consistent. Mulch, and check the soil instead of the calendar. Change these things and you'll be amazed how many tomato problems just disappear. If this helped, there's a whole community of us growing our own food over at GYOV.org. Come and join us, it's free. And if you want to grow more than just tomatoes, I'll put a link below to get you started. I'll see you in the next video.